This is Ruger 6. Please join me in watching Marshall Zukov right here on YouTube.
His name is Marshall Zukov.
To Marshall Zukov's channel.
Hello YouTube. You are now on Marshall Zukov's YouTube channel.
Hey, this is Marshall Zukov, and here we are together again on YouTube. Got a update here. This is my 1916 Peter the Great M91, and some of you may have already noticed this, but it is in a laminated stock, and as we know, laminated stocks were never made for M91s, so that kind of narrows it down. This is a laminated 9130 stock that this M91 is in. As we can see, the barrel sticks way out the end. It was just something to put it in until I got me a new stock. And here is said new stock. It is a little bit shiny. It's nice and smooth though. It is very smooth. The grain looks pretty good. Somebody unfortunately had refinished the stock. I acquired some M91 barrel bands, and the nose cap and the sling slot escutcheons here were already on this stock. It came with the handguard. Looks like some copper rivets in there. Little crack, not worried about it. Should be fine. But when whoever refinished this stock, they did everything on the inside as well. I don't know if it's tung oil or true oil or whatever it is, or I don't know, but it's not really a big deal. I got a pretty good deal on the stock. It cost me about $100. We know M91 stocks are very hard to find, and the fellow that had this one didn't like the fact that it was refinished. I don't really either, but for actually just being able to obtain an M91 stock that doesn't cost 2 arms and half a leg is fine with me, I guess. But they're really hard to find. So I'll get everything swapped over, and we'll get her going back to about the original shape that it would have been in the correct period stock. Alright, just encountered just a little problem, not really much of a problem, but something that I am going to address. This is some gasket making materials, like, I don't know, gaskets for anything I suppose, but I've used this stuff to make gaskets for places on engines where they need some good seal so they don't leak any fluids. And I've stacked 2 pieces right there. When I put the barreled action in the stock, it rocked just a little bit on the tang. So after I reinstalled these things, it doesn't move at all. So it will compress a little bit, which is fine, and hold it in there nice and tight. So I'll get her put back together, and we'll be good to go. So I've got the magazine trigger guard assembled. It sits pretty nice in there. It sits pretty flush in the front here, and back here with the rear tang, it was sticking up just a little bit. That's hardly noticeable now. But it did compress just a little bit. It's nice and tight in there. We've got just a little bit of flex right here, which is fine. But once we get the barrel bands on it and the handguard, we should be looking good. And then one thing not to forget when you're installing these barrel bands is, we might be able to see it here as it comes together. These are reverse thread barrel bands, so you have to turn counterclockwise to tighten it on the front and the rear. And you can see her coming together right there, so something to keep in mind. Alright, there she is, all put back together. Just when I was looking at some of these parts, we've got a Sestrets rear sight here. Of course, graduated in Arshins. And it looks like a Tula base. You see the little Tula hammer. Or the Russian would be Arshini. And Sestrets magazine well and trigger guard. So the barrel bands are not. One's a Tula. You can see the little Tula hammer there. And this other one, I don't know if we can make anything out on it at all. I don't know. Doesn't look like it. But at any rate, she is back, ready to go to the range. So hopefully soon there will be some range footage. For now, Marshall Zhukov signing out.